Good evening and welcome to another edition of Beer Dad. I didn't do a video yesterday for the simple reason I went out on Friday and had too many, so I apologise for not doing one of those yesterday. But hopefully I'll make up for it for today. Right, so today we're going to be looking at and reviewing, seeing and tasting a Flying Dog Brewery beer. Now, the Flying Dog Brewery was founded in 1990 in Frederick in Maryland in the USA by George Stranahan and Richard McIntyre. They are the largest brewery in Maryland, and as of 2015, I think they were the 37th largest brewery in the US, craft beer brewery in the US, and they currently brew around about 100,000 barrels a year. I don't know if you've seen any of the Flying Dog stuff in any of the shops or any of the off licenses craft beer retailers. Each bottle can has a different art on it, and it is art. I'll show you this one. This is the Snake Dog IPA that I'm going to review today. Let me just show you the can. There it is. I need to say each one has a specific design on it. Now these are done by Ralph Steadman, and he is an artist for Hunter S. Thompson, who's an author, and those two gentlemen met. George Stranahan and Thompson and Stranahan got talking over beer and guns, funnily enough, being in America, and that's how they got into meeting Ralph Steadman. So I say each one of those is the cans, or each one of the beers has a different label. Usually it's a distorted dog with wings, and he twists it a little bit. It's usually quite colourful. They also can be conceived as being a bit controversial, and I'll explain a little bit later again about this. But Ralph Steadman's first one was a label called Road Dog. Now that got him into a bit of trouble because as he was designing the label, he happened to be getting filmed by the BBC, and he wrote on the label, "Good beer, no shit." And here's the label. As I said, I'll show you a few more labels shortly. I said the Flying Dog can be interpreted, the labels have been interpreted as being vulgar. And in 2007, Arkansas stopped the sale of a beer called In Heat, which was a wheat beer, because of the inappropriate image of the label and the inappropriate image of the inappropriate image and the name of the beer. And here's the label. And again, in 2009, the Michigan Liquor Control Commission, I think they're called, banned Raging Bitch, again for the same thing. Dodgy image, dodgy name, and here's that. Finally, in the sometime around about 2010, I think it was, they produced a beer called Doggy Style. And that was a image of a dog with the words Doggy Style written all over it, and some American liquor stores wouldn't sell them because of it emblazoned all over the can Doggy Style. I thought it was very inappropriate. I find it quite funny, but hey ho, that's me. That's my sense of humour. Again, this is the label. So, cut all the nonsense out. Let's get to what we all tuned in for, which was to review this bad boy. Right. It says on the back, and I quite like this. He slithers through the city in search of his face. No place too seedy, no place too fake. They're all in the menu tonight, and of course she'll find him irresistible, for it's the forked tongue she prefers. See, there you go. Right, so this is, before I crack on, 7.1%. 7.1. I expect this to be a bit strong, a bit hoppy, very hoppy actually, and I should expect it to be a bit dark as well. I'm hoping it's going to be. So let's have a look. I thought it might be a bit darker than that, to be fair. I thought it might be more of a red, but it's not. Nice head on it. 2 fingers of head. Apparently that's a way of rating the head on it, is by finger depth. The better the head. I don't know. Anyway, right, let's have a little sniff. Now I've got a very heavy cold at the minute, but I can still get orange, still get citrus, I get a hop on it as well, and a bit of malt, a bit of sweetness. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Yeah, I've got everything there. I've got orange, I've got citrus, definitely got citrus sharp, sweet malt, a little bit of bitterness, and then the dry finish that you need in an IPA. I think it's good, and again, I think if you're into the IPAs, which I am, but don't worry, we'll be reviewing other stuff. It's good, but I think there are better ones out there. I think there are not as strong ones, but are drier or just nicer IPAs. One that comes to mind would be Marston's Old Empire, which I'll review at some point. That's very nice. It's drinkable, don't get me wrong, this is very drinkable, but I'm slightly disappointed in this. Excuse me, I'm just going for another go. Yeah, it's not what I thought. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I go for a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 is decent. It could be better. It could be darker. Could be a bit more hoppy, a bit more punchier. And I think only the 7.1 is the only thing that's got going for it. A couple of them, well, a few of them, and you'll be on your back quite happily, and you won't wake up until the following day. Probably remember nothing about your night, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. A bit like me on Friday. Anyway, hail the ale.